Hey friends, welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. In today's video, I am doing my December monthly budget with me while currently being on a low income budget. Now I am paid bi-weekly, so I'm going to be using the budget by paycheck method, but let's go ahead and get straight into today's video and look at these numbers. So with my budget with me, I do show my real numbers, so keep that in mind when you're actually looking at my budget. So the first thing that I like to write down is my mortgage, insurance, and phone. Now this amount does go into a separate account, so it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, but it is still part of my paycheck and it does come out of my paycheck. So the amount that goes into that separate account is $455. That again is into a separate account, so I never get to see this, and I like to do that just so I can get that out of the way. Once that $455 is moved to that account, then on this check I am left with $1,154.57. And again, that's minus these three bills here. Now, one thing that I learned last week with tracking my expenses is that I really need to put some money aside for a buffer. And this is just gonna take care of those things that I forget about or any purchases where I'm using my debit card. So I wanna make sure that I still have some funds left in my checking account for that. So originally I planned to take out just the $54.57, but since I have it available on this check, I'm gonna go ahead and put into my buffer $154.57. And then that's gonna leave us with $1,000 that we're actually gonna be able to budget out for any bills, cash envelopes, savings, and then just any debt payments that I'm able to make. Again, I like to keep that buffer there because I did forget a few expenses last week, and this just clicked in my head that I need to have some money in that account just in case that does happen again. So with the $1,000, I am gonna take care of my car note first. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do pay my car note every 2 weeks, whether it's due or not. And I like to do that because, for one, I end up paying an extra payment over the year, and then it also puts me a month ahead. So if life does just so happen to happen and I'm not able to pay my car note, I will have like less stress worrying about, the fact that my car could possibly be repossessed because I am already 1 month ahead. So I still like to pay it regardless if it's due or not. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I am paid on a bi-weekly basis. And in the month of December, I am actually going to be receiving 3 paychecks instead of 2 paychecks. So this is actually my magic month. And when that happens, I do need to readjust my budget just so I can make sure that I'm putting the money where I need to put it when that time comes. So for this check, if you notice and you watch my last budget with me, these are the exact same bills that I wrote on my last budget with me. And that's because based on that due date, that's when they were due. Since this is my, I guess you can call it free check, but it's not really free. I'm not actually gonna pay any of these bills. Like I said, I'm paying my car note, but this at most, Pixie Set, storage, Apple Music, lights, none of that is actually getting paid. And that is because it's not gonna be, I just budgeted for it on my last paycheck, so no need to budget twice for the exact same thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put 0 down for all this. And like I said, this is only because I do have 1 additional check that I'm receiving this month. So I had to restructure my budget so that I make sure, based on the due dates and my pay dates, that the correct bills and things are being allocated for. So of this $1,000, we're only taking out $240, not 100. From $1,000, we're taking $249, and that's gonna leave us with $751 that is left to actually budget into our cash envelopes, savings, and again, any type of debt payments. Now, before we get into these numbers, if you guys paid attention to my thumbnail Last month, my job had a massive layoff, and I was one of the few people that were saved. And I just want to take this moment to say how grateful I am to actually still be employed, to still be working at this time, because I know a lot of people's lives changed that day. But one thing that it did, not only am I grateful, I'm also a little bit traumatized as well. I've never experienced anything like a massive layoff like that. So I am still kind of in shock, and I still have flashbacks of that day. But one thing it did do was open my eyes to needing to save more. So I'm already a huge advocate of saving money, but that just let me know that I can never save too much. So with the $751, I am going to prioritize my savings first, and then I'm kind of going to bounce over to my cash envelopes as well. So the first thing that I want to allocate funds for is my emergency fund. Now, I have officially, as of my last payday, which was 2 weeks ago, I officially reached that $1,000 in my emergency fund. So if you're new to my channel, I had a series of Transfer Tuesdays where I was building my emergency fund to $1,500. Lost all of that due to life events and just rebuild it back up again. So I finally reached that $1,000 mark. And now I've decided that every time that I get paid from my job, I'm gonna set up an automatic transfer of $50. So I haven't opened the high yield savings account just yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and still put that $50 aside. By the time I get my next paycheck and I do my next budget with me, then this will be like an automatic transfer. And the good thing about this is that since I'm paid bi-weekly, let's just say on average, I'm gonna receive 26 paychecks in 2023. That means that without any effort, without even thinking about it, I'm going to save $1,300. And that's without, again, not something that I had to budget for. It's going to be out of sight, out of mind, because it's going to go automatically as soon as I get paid. So I'm not going to miss it. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. Like I said, I'm just going to have it set up so that it's over and done with. And then that's not even counting the savings challenges or any additional income. This is just like the basis of my savings. So I mean, an extra $1,300, I feel like we all could use that. So if you don't have an automatic savings, even if it's $25 every paycheck, even $10, those little amounts really add up. If you just look at it, like I said, I get paid bi-weekly, so that's approximately 26, anywhere from 24, I guess 25, 26 paychecks per year. So if you don't have an automatic savings, definitely something to consider. So once I paid the $50 to my emergency fund, then I'm gonna hop over to my cash envelopes. Now, two of my expenses in my cash envelopes just absolutely, I guess, do not change or rarely change. And that's my grocery budget and my gas. So my groceries, because I am a family of 5, I do budget out $100 per week, and that is enough for us. That has been working. If you're new to my channel, then again, I'm a family of 5 and I make it work every single week. So I'm proud of that. Apparently it's a skill to be able to do that. And you guys will be able to see how I actually do that in the next few videos. So the next one is my gas. Again, I work from home, so one fill up of $60 is usually enough to get me from paycheck to paycheck. So we're gonna take away $160. And so that leaves us with $541 that we're gonna have left. Now, I am still working on my 100 envelope challenge. Last time I checked, it was about $1,300 that I need to save by December the 31st to complete it. Not saying it's not gonna happen because I do believe in miracles, but it will be a stretch. So I still want to continue to try to hit that goal by December the 31st. If not, you know, maybe January, the end of January. But I still want to continue to put as much as I can to my 100 envelope challenge. So for this paycheck, I am going to be making a large transfer of $380. $264 towards that 100 envelope challenge, and that's actually going to take care of 7 envelopes, you guys. That's a lot. I still have a lot to go. Like I said, it was over 1,300, so with this it will be like 1,000 left, and I'm not sure if it's possible being on a low income, but where there's a will, there's a way. So let's go ahead and take the 364. And actually, you guys, now I'm thinking about it, it's probably is something possible, because last month, in the month of November, I saved $735. Like, that's insane. I look back and I was like, how did I do that being on a low income? You guys, when you budget and you're intentional with your money, miracles happen, I promise. So if you're not budgeting, what are you waiting for? Because yeah, you missing out. All right, so with the $177 left over, I do want to go ahead and put money towards debt. So I'm going to put $32 towards my debt, and that's just going to allow me to color in one square on my debt tracker. I'm ready to be debt free. And I'm using my 100 envelope challenge to help me do that. So the sooner I finish, the sooner I can pay off my credit card. Because with this credit card, with the balance that's left on there, the interest that was charged back to the card was $35. So putting $32 is not really putting anything, any type of dent or anything in that debt. It's just pretty much like canceling out. And not even that, because it's less than the interest on it. So I really need to hurry up and kind of boost up my momentum when it comes to paying off that debt, so that I can just avoid, you know, paying additional interest. So then we have so we are left with $145 now. And then my household envelope still has some funds in it, because I usually put about $20 in there. But I think like one paycheck I put 40, and it's just kind of been rolling and rolling. So it does have $15 in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and add $25 in there to make it a whopping 40. And that's just because, again, this is a free check, and so I have more money to kind of move around. So the $25 takes us to $120. And then my self-care has I think it's $33. So let's go ahead and make that 50. So then I'm going to put 17 there. And then I'm left with $103. So I'm going to put, we have our family vacation that's coming up this month. So I don't really want to put too much money aside for family fund, but I still want to put a little bit, just because during the holidays time, it is a lot of things to do. So let me go ahead and just put $50, and we'll figure out if there is something that we want to do. Oh, I actually may just use this to buy like our gingerbread houses or something like that. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any traditions for the holidays time and what they are. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. With this $50, that leaves us with $53, and I'm gonna put that directly towards my sinking funds. And I know $11 of that is actually gonna be towards my vacation envelope, which will put us at $250, which was my goal. So that is amazing. And then in the end, we are going to be left with a zero-based budget. So that's how I like to budget on my channel. Every dollar gets a job. And as you guys can see, even though this was my free check, I still decided to create a budget and tell my money where to go. Now, before we end today's video, I do want to give a special birthday shout out to Andrea, Gliris, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Lady B92, Carolyn, Alexa, Crystal, Maya, Kayor, Donica, and BKA Budgets. So happy birthday, you guys. If you have a December birthday, happy birthday. I wish you guys nothing but many blessings. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and drop a happy birthday emoji for my December birthdays. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will be Vlogmas Day 2. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. See you guys in the next one. Bye.